Hi, my name is Jose. That was the first English sentence I learned when I came to America. Hi, my name is Jose. I remember being on the airplane flight coming from Honduras all the way to the LAX. I was really nervous. I was reading my very first English learning material. It was a book that we call Inglés sin barreras. It means English without barriers. And I remember I was sitting next to this beautiful woman on the plane, and I really wanted to say to her my first sentence. I remember I pulled out the book and I said, hi, my name is, and I fill out the blank with Jose. And when I was about to say it with eloquence, fear came in. And I started asking myself and doubting myself, what if she will ignore me? Or what if she will just, not pay attention to what I said? Or what if she will laugh because I don't speak English? And all this negativity kept me there, just speechless. But now, after 6 hours of being on the plane, I said, you know what, I'm going to practice it. And I started saying to myself, hi, my name is Jose, in my mind, right? Hi, my name is Jose. Hi, my name is Jose. And finally I said, okay, I'm going to take the courage now. I'm going to say it. And I noticed that the flight attendant was announcing, we are about to arrive to LAX airport. So I said, I better say it right now. So I looked at her and I said, hi, my name is Jose. She replied to me with a smile and said, hi, how are you? And she started talking to me. And even though I did not understand any word being said, I was excited that she understood what I said. And I said to myself, if I learn one English sentence in a day, I can learn over 365 English sentences in a year. Yeah. And I built momentum. I went to the library, I got to this country, I went to the library, started studying English as a second language. Within 3 years of dedication, I not only completed my ESL program, but I was able to complete my university credit at a community college here at Los Angeles Southwest College, and got admitted into the best university in the world, UCLA. Wow. It was while I was at UCLA that I was introduced to this wonderful organization, Toastmasters International. It was in my senior year, spring 2007. And I remember going to my very first meeting, and everybody was so friendly. I said, wow, this is awesome. And at that moment, I even signed in. I said, okay, I'm in. And what I was looking is to be able to speak English in such a way that I have no fear and I can speak to the masses. That was my original intent. And in fact, I remember that they gave me like a form, I said, like, why Toastmasters? And the very first thing that I said, okay, I want to be able to speak English very well as my second language. And through my journey in Toastmasters, I learned three main benefits. And I'm going to start with the first one. Communication. Excellent communication skills. Number 2, outstanding leadership skills. And number 3, professional development. So I'm going to go with number 1, communication skills. Everyone say communication skills.
Communication skills.
So in Toastmasters, when we all start, we start with the competent communicator manual, with the very first 10 speeches. And in that manual, I was able to not only overcome my fear of speaking in English with other people, but I was able to receive so many good praises for my keynote that I had given in many places, including in the White House. Wow. In 2008, that was a very profound year for me because I became a citizen of the United States of America. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you how profound that is. before I went to the interview, and she was asking me, okay, who's the first president of the United States? And I was so clever. Oh, George Washington. And the lady who interviewed me, she happens to be Toastmaster. And she asked me, you're so eloquent. I interview so many people. She said, I interview so many people all the time. That's what I do for a living. And she asked me, are you a Toastmaster? And I said, yes. And I do remember that she said, out of all these people that I had interviewed for years, you were so eloquent.
Oh.
You were so eloquent. And she said, I see in your background, I don't see any crying here. I think that you can be the president, she said to me. But she didn't specify, which country, So I was excited. I overcame my fear of public speaking, like literally. I can go and speak anywhere, and I have no fear. Toastmasters allow me the opportunity to participate when we become Toastmasters, we are eligible for the World Championship of Public Speaking. Like all of us in this room, everyone can become the World Champion of Public Speaking. And to get started, you have to have your first 6 speeches completed and fill out the application, go and compete. Like in your club, you have Helene and Doug. I know that they represented this class so well. Just recently, for the previous contest, they both did extremely well. I remember I was there at the Division A contest. It was like the highest attended contest I have seen in District 1. I mean, it was so successful, and they both did. I mean, let's give a hand for Helen and Doug. That was so great. So in my journey for the World Champion of Public Speaking, you start always at your club level. Then you go to the area, you go to the division, then you go to the district level. And once you win to the district level, you go to the semifinals. So every year, Toastmasters International has a convention. This year was in Las Vegas. Next year will be in Washington, D.C. So we may have somebody here in the audience who can be the next world champion of public speaking. So it's 6 contests in a row. And that experience of going there, I was able to deliver my speeches so many times. Busy clubs. I saw Teresa in many clubs as I was going. Teresa is someone who is so devoted to this organization. She put a lot of quality of hours, time, and she's someone that she helps so many people. I think it's good that we give honor to her for her great work. She always been very supportive. And I remember that even though I did not win the World Champion of Public Speaking, that was literally the most impactful experience for me. I got second place in the semifinal. And it was an experience that I will never forget. Let me tell you why. I was able to create a document, and that document is entitled How to Compete for the World Championship of Public Speaking. I have the document. I had summarized in 2 pages. I'm going to actually, for those that are interested, what I do, I will email it to Mary Jane, and then she can just forward it to you. So in that document, it summarizes the steps. What do you need to do in order to compete? And one of the good strategies about competing, becoming a good effective communicator, or actually winning, is actually just writing down the most passionate story that you really love. Because this is about you, and at the same time, it's about you becoming one with the audience. And just having that experience that you're going to be able to share your story, you are a winner. Like literally, when you are able to have that courage to share your story and without no hesitation, you are a true winner. I know that you're going to find that material because it's based on the books of Dan Johnson. Dan Johnson, he is the only world champion of public speaking in our district, in District 1. You may know our district covers from Santa Monica all the way to Long Beach. And throughout the years, he's the only world champion that we have in our district. He is someone who is being loving, caring, and he was the one who actually trained me. So I got all his wisdom and I summarized it into a one page, two-page page, everything. And I think that you're going to find it very helpful. Number 2, leadership skills. Everyone said leadership skills.
Leadership skills.
In Toastmasters, when I started, at first I didn't find the value about the Toastmasters leadership manual, what we call the CL. I didn't find the value. I would go to meetings and sometimes I would not even sign up for roles. People will always have to, okay, so I'm going to put you as the timer. I didn't see the value at the very beginning. But it was to a point where I went through the whole manual. I read it, and finally I find the value. Okay, it is not about just fulfilling a role. It's about the skills that can be used in the workplace. For example, there is one particular manual. It's called the High Performance Leadership Project. In that manual is being used for, Fortune 500 companies, engineers, scientists, to create a project, have a committee of people that will be as a guidance committee, what we call, and be able to deliver results. In that project, when I did it the very first time, it was based on a tutoring company. And that tutoring company started as a volunteer in a library. And when I was able to actually create results and everything, I think I'm going to do this for a living because I really love teaching people. I love tutoring. I know how to teach people how to read a book in one day. What if I decide that I'm going to do this full time? And that's exactly what I did. Nowadays, that tutoring program is the most successful tutoring company in Malibu. We tutor students to get into top schools. We also help working professionals to read a book a day and have higher level of effectiveness. And all that success, has been documented in, you name it, in magazines like the Malibu Times, the Malibu Chronicles, at the Malibu Guy. In fact, you can see my very, I call it a very beautiful picture. And all these projects was Toastmasters project that I started on my club. And I was finally able to exercise my leadership skills. I was able to develop a HR project where I hired 9 tutors. And all that was possible because the Toastmasters leadership program. I created a kind of like a summary on my project. I'm going to pass it around. So it gives you an opportunity to see the type of projects that you can do with your HPL. It can be also a Toastmaster related project. It could be, let's say, okay, I want to take on a membership project. I want to help my club increase by 6 new members in the next 3 months. It could be a project related to your work. I want to be able to take the leadership role in my department, and I'm going to help this department to achieve a higher level of productivity by getting 3 more products. You name it. The sky is the limit. I'm going to pass this around and you get it like a copy. This gives you an example of a project that was done in the past. Because a lot of people always think that the Toastmaster Leadership Project is just exclusively for Toastmasters project. Well, yes, but not necessarily. It could be also for your job. It could be for creating a family reunion. And the third one, everyone, is professional development. Everyone say professional development.
Professional development.
Yeah. I think, our organization has been in existence since 1924. We're talking about a 91-year proven system. And one of the initiatives within Toastmasters is to have corporate clubs, like Toasting Toastmasters. This is a corporate club. Companies such as Nike, Coca-Cola, Bank of America, Pepsi, they all find tremendous value in the Toastmaster program that they brought it to the workplace so they can empower, the employees and enhance productivity. It is so interesting that even the U.S. Congress, the members of Congress, they have a Toastmaster club. Isn't that amazing? Professional writers, they find a tremendous value in this program because it is not only very cost effective, but you have so tremendous value. You may hear about so many people that find true success at work, including celebrities, because of the Toastmasters program. One of my developments in Toastmasters is actually becoming a professional speaker. When you complete your first manuals, the competent communicator and the competent leader, you have access to 15 different advanced manuals, and that includes the professional speaker. That manual has 5 projects, and when we do the manual in the way it is intended, you can literally become a professional speaker. And you can be a professional speaker, not necessarily like Les Brown, like big time, because Les Brown started in Toastmasters. Did you know that? I just want to know if people knew about that. Les Brown is considered, he is the highest paid professional speaker right now. And his beginning started just like you and I in Toastmasters. And so what I see is that this program can take you to wherever you want to go. If you want to be that efficient speaker just at your workplace where you are, you can be that. If you want to be able to be the leader in your community, you can be the leader. If you want to become a world leader and impact people, you can be the leader as well. I was looking at my New Year resolution, and this New Year resolution was back when I was a kid. I remember back when I was a kid, and for some reason I wrote a declaration, and that declaration was, I want to be the president of my country. I want to help my country to be a better country. I wrote it as a kid. And what it means now is that I want to help my country, Honduras, to go from being a developing nation to becoming a developed nation, one of the top in the world. If you look at the statistics, according to the United Nations, Honduras right now is one of the poorest countries in the world. In fact, we have one city that is like considered the most dangerous city. That there's a lot of work to be done. And it was through Toastmasters International that I got the confidence to become an effective communicator, leader, and get the professional development to now realize in the next 5 to 10 years, I want to go back to my country and become the youngest president in the history of Honduras. And I want to have, I have some gift for you. And the people like chocolate here. Do you have some people that like chocolate? Okay, so I want to ask you some questions about what I presented, and then we can have like a Q&A. Okay. And my first question is, tell me briefly at least a minimum of 3 benefits that anyone can find in the Toastmasters program. Raise your hand and say your name.
So,
No.
3 benefits, okay.
Raise your hand. You guys
Aaron Wright,
Raise your hand, USC.
you learn how to speak with eloquence. And you also learn self-confidence.
Okay.
And you also learn not to use filler words and say how to slow down and be poised.
Oh,
That was
right.
4.
That is a great answer. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I earned the chocolate. Thank you.
I have this is a good malleable time, brand new. So this question is, tell me briefly, even if it is, how Toastmasters can benefit you directly, like tell me, how do you think Toastmasters can benefit you to be, or to enhance your career? Tell us your name.
Sean Pan.
Hey, Champagne.
Toastmasters could have benefited my career by making me present more effectively, and that gives people confidence in my abilities at work. They don't see me as someone who can't speak, so probably can't do the job properly either.
Wow, that was really good. Thank you. Well done, very eloquent. We have a lot of eloquent speakers in this program. Yeah. And last question. If you can tell me how, okay, tell me your very specific goal. Like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Tell me, where do you see yourself 5 years from now and how Toastmasters can help you to get there? And we're going to take a different person.
Okay.
It could be different.
I was looking.
Okay, I'll answer it.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Atia
Hi,
Reed
Atia.
Brown.
Yeah.
So, 5 years from now, inside this room, I would say I probably will not be at Northrop Grumman. I know what my passion is and what I believe my purpose is. And late in life, I found out that it is what my name means, which is gift and helper. So I want to follow that passion. And I feel that if I cannot eloquently express my passion and what I'm about, why would anybody believe me, right? Or want to follow me? So Toastmasters is definitely a tool. And next week, we will finish our first manual, the Competent Communicator.
Wow.
Excited to look at some of the others that you mentioned
Yes.
and continue to use those to move myself into that next level, to propel myself to being a more eloquent speaker.
Yeah.
Maybe I would play and say more eloquent than I am now, just because I'm trying to keep using eloquent. But again, to help me to get to that final goal of being able to help people and move people the way that I feel I'm so called to do.
Wow.
That's it.
Congratulations. And this is my final word before. Do we have time for Q&A? Or we are...
I would say if anyone has questions at the end, to come approach you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Evaluate.
Yeah.
And I want to just say to you that one of the goals that it is in process now, I haven't accomplished it, but it's one of my biggest dreams, is to get married and be with the love of my life, my soulmate. And I have so much faith. I have so much faith that because of my Toastmasters, and it's interesting, I wrote like a love list. And I describe who she is. And one of the qualities, that I put there is that she is a Toastmaster. And she can be one of the single ladies in the audience tonight. Toastmaster.